Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mystical. Welcome back to TT Isle of Man. As it's been over a year, since we ended career mode temporarily, and with it being announced at E3 that TT Isle of Man 2 is coming out next year from Kiloton, and with the actual TT happening just over a month ago, I thought it was a good time to hop back in to a fantastic looking game. Just unfortunately the physics not that great, but it's a fantastic challenge. And so let's hop back into it, as especially in the second half of this year, looking at my releases list, in a week's time we've got the European Truck game coming out from Kiloton. Then end of next month we've got MXGP 2019 coming out from Milestone. Then it's September we've got Grid from Cody's, we've got WRC 8 from Kiloton. Then in December we've got Automobilista 2 come from Reza. Those are 5 releases we're really keeping an eye on in the second half of the year, so it's quite sparse. We're keeping an eye on, and so it's a good time to go back to some series and finally finish them, such as TT Isle of Man, such as Ride 3 eventually, Dakar 18 as well, and then we've got Barge Edge Control to go back to for the big barge races. So yeah, a few series to kind of occupy for the rest of the year and hopefully complete. So let's hop back into TT Isle of Man, and let's remember how difficult this was. We're hopping straight back to the old Grandaddy course, the old 60.7 kilometers of it. As we're going to be racing in the morning, and we're going to be on the old superbike, the Suitor, the old favourite, as it's got maximum acceleration. Braking's alright, handling's pretty damn good, just under 200 horsepower, but a massive amount of torque, just weighs over 150 kilograms, top speed just over 200 miles per hour. Let's get this 2 straight free fall roaring. I forgot we had nice cinematics as well, a nice little intro. As we are on our Suitor. It's not going to be like this for long. As we rev up. We're going backwards. Oh god, we're really going backwards. There's the gearing. So the controllers are just like the MotoGP games, or used to be. We've got Y for tucking. You remember that being the old MotoGP games milestone? But that record round, this TT Isle of Man course, is from 2018. Pete Hitman on his BMW S1000RR. 60 minutes 42.778 seconds. An average speed of 135.4 miles per hour, or just under 218 kilometers. I don't think we're going to be doing that. We're going all the way around, and we're falling even before we get to the line. I forget, it's not tucking, we do it with the weight. So we've got to lean forward and lean back. Like, weight's pretty important on this game. So let's get going then. If we go under 20 minutes, I'll be happy with that. As he heads downhill through Centennians, over the bumps, slight lifts on the throttle. So over and under on 10 crashes as well. If I get under double figures, I'll be very happy. As it has been over a year. Even though I do hop in here occasionally, do some practice laps, as that's number 1. I know I've never completed a full lap in that year that I've been hopping in and out of here. So if I remember, I had to use quite a lot of rear brake, but because the physics are a bit out of whack, you use traction so suddenly if you use too much rear brake, so we've got to be careful of that into some of these heavy braking zones. And just roll off the brake and throttle a bit, as kind of easing it in to the left and the right. Now I remember the beginning of the course pretty well. I don't remember the second half of it at all, really, as you go into the countryside away from the settlement. So that's going to be very interesting. A slight lift, and don't forget, no setups as well. And these bikes have lots of lean, so you can be aggressive with the throttle. Just don't be too aggressive at the pavement. Have to get up to sit. I can't remember if we lift in this right kink or flat out. Let's go flat out. Oh, easy for that. But we got the lift before this rise, because then we got a fast right. There's a bit of a jump here as well. We've got the lean forward, slight lift, and then it's a left kink coming up. There it is. If you really got the confidence, you can take this flat out, no doubt. As now we got a big jump. All two off the ground. As they fly in the air. Bit disappointed I actually did crash in this first sector. I thought I'd make it through unscathed. Obviously not. As now we got some tricky corners here. But so much of this circuit is about that rhythm. Got to maintain it through it. And not using too much brake. As this windscreen's going to get header filthy as well. But it's that little detail of that being really filthy that I liked and get it done. Like the detail of the circuit as well as the approach Hawthorne. I only know a couple of the corner names as well, so I'm only saying the ones I remember. As I remember, it's lift. But actually, that's kind of flat. This is mega lift. Oh my god, that was out wide. And then you've got better crane. Heavy braking here over some rumble strips, over some bumps. But it's a kind corner, especially with the kind of camber leading into it. Enables you to really slow down the bike. Now through the left and the right kink. Take that with much more throttle. If we had confidence at least. And then again, another tricky section. It's all high speed. I might as well not be saying it's not high speed. But you've got to brake early deceptively into this right-hander. Because before that bump, but it gets a bit tight. Then over the bridge, use some rear brake. Get down to seconds. And now some S-bend, so you get a really on. Get a really on again. So we can be quick in the first part, can we? No, we can't. God, we're not even a quarter way through. We're already up to 4 minutes. This is not good for our target. We're beating 20 minutes. Oh, it's here where we lift. Okay. Well, I can go a bit more flat out. Because remember, you've got to slow down quite a lot for the end of this. And avoid defence. This is going really well, isn't it? And this is around the part I know. Now imagine when we get to the parts I don't really remember. I know off the top of my head how to ride them. Like from Ramsey Corner onwards, basically. That's how we go through a corner I can't remember the name of. The life of me. And we go flying. Remember, do not burn out. Well, this is a nice fast flowing section when you actually nailed it. Of course we don't. Slight lift, slight lift. Oh, we just make it through. Clenching it. Everything. Oh no, that's a corner. Oh no. I thought it was a bit more of a straight. Now remember, this is actually a twisting section now. But we've got these fast left-hand kinks. So here we go. This is the first of them, which is not much of a lift. But the one with the house on the inside, that's the one you got to be scared of. Here we go. We're coming up to it, I think. I remember. Yeah, here it is. There's a bit of a rise on the exit as well. God, clip it in the inside. He made it through though. Oh my God, I just tapped the rear brake. Are you kidding? God, it's going to take lots of practice to get back into this. What? It's like I pushed the handbrake accidentally. Oh, I accidentally hit down again, that's why. Oh my God. We're not even in the really scary parts now. As now we head towards Kurt Michael. Now this is a scary part. So be very cautious into the right. And now you thread the eye of a needle. Around 130 miles per hour. Probably around 150. It's got a lift. Can't remember, it's near the petrol station. There it is. And then this has got a hell of a bump. Be careful. And getting all my headers out. There's a jump. We've survived. Oh my God. And now it's some fast blind sweepers. Absolutely love those. There's a tight corner coming as well. I've got to remember where that is. Oh no, we're turning right. Didn't even see it. Is this the tight corner? No. There is a tight corner coming up. I swear. I swear. It's always staying a bit close there. Here it is. Here it is. The bridge. Literally goes 0 miles per hour over the top of that. And hard on the power. Once again, I've forgotten the name of the corners. Man, I need to revise those as well. That's a half throttle in it. You can go much more flat than this. I'm just trying to remember the circuit. But also, you go right. Plus, there's tight corners coming as well. I don't want to be caught out. So go fourth. I remember that corner catching out a lot. Because that is deceptively tight. As you could say about almost every corner on this circuit. That's a flip between fourth and fifth. Make up your mind, choose a get. Once again, I think this is the flat out. Oh my God, this is where we're warping. Approaching 200 miles per hour. I thought that was the tight corner, but it's this one coming up. As we approach Parliament Square. There we go, that actually looked like we took the corner at almost 50%, how you're meant to. Oh, that's a bit tight. Acceleration, no. Because we're barely babying the throttle, aren't we? Concentrating like hell. I'm only going like 50% round it. Oh my God. You see Monaco is stuff in the F1 games. Try this. Trying to remember everything as well. Every corner, every nook and cranny. No, that's a good run. No. Screw you, tight left. Oh my God, we're over 11 minutes already. Not even in the countryside proper. You've done poorly. Our dream of being under 20 minutes. I'll just say goodbye to it. So here we go, past. I remember this now. Oh god, I don't remember that lift. Right, the tight corner is coming up. Of course, you see the crowds of people around us. Oh, it's not even that corner. No, it's after this. God's sake. There we go, this is a straight. God, it'd been anticipated for miles, and we almost outran it. Past the car dealership. Don't care about you. What about two wheels today? No! You got to brake so early for that corner now, I remember, because if you brake too late, just carry too much speed, you just go straight on because of the camber. There's no way of stopping your bike there. That is one dick wickings of a corner. You can quote me on that. As now, here we go. You remember this around 30 miles per hour? Now we're into the countryside. After almost 13 minutes. I don't think we're breaking Hickman's record today. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, I think we can take goodbye to that. Some of these crashes have been so stupid as well, where I've just been too close. Like, you don't want to be too close, apart from any A bits of a corner. You want to be scraping the wall, yeah, no doubt. Or smashing it. On some of these, it's so obvious there's something sticking out, and we're still like, oh, let's go towards it. Like an absolute pleb. So, gooseneck. Remember that, because that's actually got a curb on the inside. God, I wonder what the counter's looking like. No! Of course, when I say that, do another idiotic crash where we should have... We saw the corner coming and we still didn't slow down. And you can't do that round here. It's not like a proper... Like a normal circuit. You can't just... Oh, I guess I'll take that 110% mantra. No, you've got to be at the 90% mantra. Got to take it down 10% rather than try and had it on. Especially when you're like me, just trying to learn the circuit again. Again, that's another stupid crash. Should have slowed down way more than that. I can't remember when that time when I've actually done this before. I think it was like 19 minutes or something. But that's without crashing. I have no idea how I managed to do that. But I remember it took me like an hour, say, to record that. 2 hours, 3 hours. It took a head of a lot. It must have been a few hours actually. Oh my god, we're going too fast. It's scared. Okay, don't need to brake that much, but there is a tight corner coming up. Let's buy a house. Not at the moment, no. We're just enjoying these fast sweepers. God's sake, keep lifting. I need to be doing that. Do for this one. Oh no, rear, hold it. Just about. No! Again! We just clipped it. Oh, our bodywork. See, it's round this rule. This is where the tight corner is. Can't remember when to slow down. It's all in the middle corner. Now downhill. Right on fourth. There's the house. No, rear. No rear. No rear. Oh my god, I think we're in double figures now. Because the rear end wouldn't quit. My autobiography. It's approaching 17 minutes. We're not going to beat the 20 mark, are we? Oh my god. Just getting more horrendous the more we go up towards the finish. We're 2 sectors from the end, I say 2 or 3 sectors. Like, I remember the end as well. I remember the beginning and end of the circuit. I don't really remember the middle bits. Oh my god. What is wrong? Dabbed the brake, and again the rear end just wants to swap phone numbers for whatever reason. So we're trying to remember, here it is, the road marking. So yeah, we're in the final sector now. 17:41. It's actually going to be close to the 20-minute mark. Like, I thought we were much slower, but we should be able to be a bit quicker in this section. That's when I say this is a quick section, it actually really is. There are a couple of slow corners. Well, 3 slow corners. I think this is one of them coming up. It was. And we didn't even bother to brake for it. Good job. So I know where the corners are, I just can't be asked going through them, obviously. So, oh, here we go. And look how much grime there is on the windscreen as well. So we've got to start braking early for this one. Because when I say it's a tight corner, it really is. Get all the way down to first. Good for the crowds though. Plus there's camber on the inside of that corner, like little bumps. So if I actually took that corner at speed, it really doesn't settle the bike. Yeah, this is going to be a 21-minute lap, I'm guessing. Looking down. So this corner we definitely have to live for, remember this. But then we've got the brake for 3rd gear corner coming up. There we go. And then we've got signpost corner coming up. We've got to slow down there. We've got deceptive left-handers. Here it is. No! God's sake, what is wrong with the rear brake? Telling you. There's no middle ground. It is just... Oh, you're braking for this. Oh, you're braking for it. Yeah, that's too much. Can't be asked for that. There's no moderate in between. I hope that is going to be a big improvement as... Oh my god, get going, get going, get going, get going. No! Do not go into the trees. You're not a hobbit. Okay? That's how we got the switchback corner. No, where's the bike going? No! Why did it not bother to brake? It just carried on going. Even though I slammed the brake on. Oh, for God's sake, are you kidding? This is ridiculous. But hey, it's one lap complete. How long is this? 20:38. Now you're going to see the proper good of that. But why is there a ghost on? I don't care about ghosts. Actually, it might be good to follow the ghost. But I hope you enjoyed our tour of the Isle of Man circuit. I do not recommend this tour, because it's a very bumpy ride, shall we say, at the moment. But we'll get back into this. And hopefully we can get back into TT Isle of Man and career, because I remember it being very grindy. So I have to... Because all I wanted to do was ride in this race on the Super Sport and Superbikes, but it took just forever to get there, and it felt like we were going nowhere in career.
just grinding the smaller events. So we get back into it, see how it goes. Let's look at this, gone over a minute without crashing. It's an absolute miracle. As we go through this first set, which you now know off by heart, of course. You see what happens when you ride, actually know the circuit, ride rail around it as well. But I'll be back with GP19, more bikes, more stuff. I'll farewell to Supercross 2 as well, as I finally check out the course creator. Let's see what sadness we can create, what abominations as well. As I haven't really tried out the course creator in 2. I didn't really try out in 1 either too much. As I'm just running until I crash, which is, it's gone over 2 minutes now. What the hell? There we go. Normality restored, but what? Why are you clapping over there? Sarcastic cheering as well. I know where you live. I can see your house. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Now let's try it on a sidecar.